Ladies and gentlemen, that is a youth football player that was really hurt during his game after a brutal hit. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Miguel Del Valle, and I am going to tell you the reasons why you should not let your youth children from the ages 6 to 14 play organized football. American football is one of the most popular sports played by the youth in ages ranging from 6 to 14. In the United States itself, there are over 3.2 million youth players in the nation. As for myself, I did not play at a very young age. I started in the 7th grade when I was 13. Now, I've played for about 7 years now. I'm currently playing in the collegiate level at North Central College. I played all 4 years during high school, and I played in 7th and 8th grade. In my experience with organized football, I've had many injuries in these past 7 to 8 years that I've played. I've currently had 7 concussions, which is horrible, and I probably should not be playing at the level still. I've had many broken bones. I've broken my wrist and have many other injuries that have kept me out of playing football. To be honest, football is my life, and I've enjoyed the years playing, but to be honest, the injuries are probably not worth the risk. Because to be honest, when I get older, I might be facing a lot of injuries and different things that will affect my daily living. While I've played, I have received and taken many brutal hits that have rung my bell. And if you guys don't know what rung my bell means, is when you get really dizzy and you feel like a vibration in your head, and it doesn't really feel good after. In this clip, you can see 2 football teams playing each other and 2 young players going at it and accidentally hitting each other in the head, knocking one unconscious and the other one leading to him going unconscious. These players were at the ages of 11 to 13 playing in a Pop Warner league. As you saw in the video, the collision was brutal. And to be honest, I wouldn't want to see my own child get hit like that or suffer what those children suffered. Now, still, my mom, every time she sees a big hit, she gasps, and I think it's hilarious. But many other parents might think it's not. Some of the best players today didn't play Pop Warner. And one notable person would be, which most people think is the greatest football player of all time, Tom Brady. He did not play Pop Warner. He didn't start football till later on in his older teen years. Many other people in the NFL don't recommend playing Pop Warner football at all. Jim Harbaugh, one of the best coaches in football itself, says he has his own children play soccer because it's less painful to watch, and it doesn't take as much of a toll as football does on the body for his children than soccer would. Nowadays, there have been many founded injuries due to contact sports, especially with American football. Greatest known as CTE, also known as chronic traumatic encephalopathy. Players that played for over 9 years had a 6 times greater risk of developing Lewy body disease, a cause of Parkinson's, than players who played 8 or fewer years. So you're probably asking yourself, what more do I need to know to not let my children play football at a young age? And I got the kicker right for you. There have been 11 deaths since 2015 of football players in the high school level, probably had previous injuries in junior high and Pop Warner. Football is just not as safe as we thought it would, especially with all the new high-tech equipment and all the new different technology we're using nowadays. But to be honest, it's just that football isn't safe at all, especially for our youth. Our children cannot take the pain of constantly being hit in the head about around 500 times a week. It is horrible to think about, but it might be really hard for like players that were football players and played at the young age, but just nowadays children aren't as built the same as we were. So this is why you should not let your children play football at a young age of the 6 and 14 range. Thank you.